Next, we'll go to Pat Healey with the Laker. Go ahead, Pat.
Hello, Dr. Strang. This question is for you. We're getting into the 11th hour for planning of proms and graduation. Parents and school administrators who organize these events are getting frustrated because they have no direction on if they can hold them. So what's the holdup from public health in letting them know what can or can't happen? Are there any discussions ongoing?
So thanks for the question, Pat. I've had a conversation in the last couple of weeks with my colleagues in the Department of Education. Their focus is going to be on graduation, honoring people's educational achievement, and doing that in a way that they know they have to plan. I can't give you any certainty about where we're going to be in terms of gathering limits and all the other COVID protocols when it comes to late May and June for graduation. But the education system is doing contingency planning, and they're going to focus on graduation. For proms, their position is, and I support this, is that they're really going to leave that to families and communities. That they're going, if they want to have some way of more of a prom that just celebrates these young people. But again, that's going to have to be done in a way that follows the gathering limits and other COVID protocols. And I cannot tell you with any certainty where we're going to be with those in May and June. I get the frustration, but there's lots of other groups that would love to be able to plan, and we just, it's the reality of being in a pandemic. Medium to long-term certainty is not something that we can provide.
Go ahead, Pat, if you have a follow-up.
Yes, I do. What has to happen to allow spectators back into sporting events at high schools?
So the reason we're allowing spectators at sporting events in general, but the education system has, and I support this decision, said that they're being very careful about who comes into their buildings for after hours for non-directly educational purposes. They're really focusing on protecting their buildings and the space within those buildings. So we've done a really good job of keeping our schools safe, but we need to have our primary focus on education. So at this point in time, they're saying that bringing spectators, because if you bring in spectators, then you open the door to other people coming in after hours for a range of other reasons, and they're focusing on keeping our schools safe for educational purposes.